Derek here with Derek's Awesome MMA channel to do my preview of this Sunday's fight night between Mcgregor and Dennis Siver. I want to say real quickly on UFC 182, if you guys watch my prediction videos, I went 4-1, lost that Brad Tavares and Nate Marquardt fight. You know, bad one on me, but 4 out of 5 ain't bad. I'm just going to cover the main card. There's no really big fights in the prelims. There's some good fights, but as far as relevance to the rankings, it no matter. So I'm just going to go over the 4 main card fights. The first fight on the card, on the main card, is Norman Park versus Gleison Tibau. This is kind of a Norman Park is kind of, he's the other Irish guy, but Gleison Tibau is the guy that if you ever get matched up against, he's Gleison Tibau is the ultimate gatekeeper at 155. So this is a fight to really see more about Norman Park than it is Gleison Tibau, because we've seen enough of Gleison Tibau to know what he is. He's going to beat the guys who aren't quite ready for the upper level, and he's going to lose the guys who are upper level. So this fight is more about Norman Park than anything else. And we're going to put so when we watch this fight, it's basically going to see if Norman Park, you know, can he withstand the strength of Tibau, the takedowns. And, you know, Tibau's not the best striker, but he's a seasoned striker. I think Park is going to he's going to rise to the occasion, he's going to pass his test, and he's going to put himself in that position in the division where he's going to get a top 15 guy after this fight. I think Tibau's going to kind of have moments where he's able to control him, but I think Park will be able to stuff takedowns, and he's a much better striker than Tibau. So I look for Norman Park to take a convincing unanimous decision. Next fight is Uriah Hall versus Ron Stallings. Ron Stallings is a guy who's taking this fight on 1 week's notice. I don't know much about this guy. You just kind of look at you kind of thank Ron for taking this fight, but Uriah Hall's unless you're just a pure wrestler and your cardio's up to take, it's going to be hard to beat a guy like Uriah Hall on 1 week's notice. So I look for Uriah to stop this fight late first, early second, TKO. I mean, really no analysts on that fight. I look for Uriah Hall to take it pretty easily in TKO, late first round, early second. Alright, co-main event, Donald Cerrone, Ben Henderson. Been here, done this before. You look at the last time these guys fought, the last 2 times these guys fought, you know, just the measuring stick. Cerrone has definitely went up. Henderson's got a little bit better, but he's really the same type of fighter. And Cerrone, I ain't gonna say that he does anything necessarily different, but he seems like he's more of a smarter fighter now than what he was back in his WEC days. So I think that this is going to be a tough fight. I think Henderson's going to be able to take him down, avoid submissions, control. Cerrone's the more dynamic striker. There's going to be good exchanges, some good scrambles. This is just going to be a grindy, I mean, if the more grindy type style this fight is, it favors Henderson. And as long as Cerrone can avoid just being stifled and just put in one place, I see Cerrone being able to do more stuff to get points by the judges. I don't think Cerrone's going to finish Ben, and I don't think Ben's going to finish Cerrone. So I think it's going to be a good back and forth fight. Ben getting some positions, but I just think when they're separated and it's not in like a stalemate position, Cerrone's going to be doing damage, and I see Cerrone getting a split decision victory on this. It's going to be a good close fight, but I think really, the reason I'm going with him for the decision, I think Henderson might control more of the fight for his positioning, but Cerrone's going to do more damage, and I think he's going to get the nod from the judges on that. Main event, Dennis Siver, Mcgregor. Everybody keeps looking at this fight as a cakewalk from Mcgregor. I'll say this. If Mcgregor is truly deserving of a championship fight with Jose Aldo, which he will get if he wins this fight, then you have to beat a guy like Dennis Siver. But with that being said, Dennis Siver is not a pushover. I mean, he's been in the UFC for a long time and has a respectable UFC record for a reason. The guy, he's legit. And he's, be honest with you, he's kind of like I was talking about earlier with Gleason T-Bell. Siver's kind of that guy at 145 to where, you know, you kind of get matched up against to kind of see if you're ready to take it to that next level. Because Siver, he's like the perfect ultimate gatekeeper. What I'm interested in this fight is Siver brings some different stuff, striking, that where maybe we can see a different way of striking from McGregor. I mean, I'm interested to see him go against a purely good, great kickboxer in Dennis Siver. But also more important, Siver, I mean, he's got decent takedowns, and when he gets on top of somebody, they normally have trouble getting up. So I don't think this is necessarily a cakewalk for McGregor. But if McGregor's what we hope that he is, then he should be able to finish Siver. But, you know, obviously my prediction is going to go McGregor, but I think the real truth on predicting this fight is how you think it's going to finish. And if McGregor just walks through Siver, you know, stuffs a takedown, doesn't really get hit, you know, kind of controls the range, the striking, then, you know, then it's ready for him. I think I don't see really an argument on why he shouldn't fight Jose Aldo, because it's the biggest fight to make, and it's the one that all of us fans want to see. But McGregor's predicting under 2 minutes TKO. I'm actually going to say Siver gets through the first round, and McGregor gets before the 3-minute mark in the second round, lands something. And you know what, guys? I'm actually thinking body shot. I don't know. I'm seeing a body shot, and I see him dropping Siver and finish him off a ground and pound TKO win. I see McGregor winning the fight about the 3-minute mark in the second round, and I see him becoming the #1 contender and getting that big, huge fight against Jose Aldo later in the summer. Appreciate it, guys. I'll be back next week I'll do my Gustafsson, Anthony Rumble Johnson predictions in Stockholm. You guys take care. Look forward to the fight Sunday night.